in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4th down, Huntley. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, Huntley. On the crossing route, he finds Kohler.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Huntley's throws on target to Duvernay.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's Huntley. To the sideline and likely brings it in.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Huntley to throw.
Eluding the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. On target to his man, likely. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Huntley trying to throw for it.
Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And quickly they get to the line.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now 1st and goal. Again, it's Edwards. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle, here's Edwards.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down 24-21, 57 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Gets this to Gibson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked by Darryl Worley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now Huntley.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.